Hey everyone, before I get into the video, I just have to share a story that just happened to me. Up here in Northwest Arkansas, the weather's beautiful. I'm talking 70 degrees, topping out at 80, really breezy. One of my favorite things to do at this time of year is to sit out back and read. I was sitting out back reading with my 3-year-old son, and my boyfriend was out there, but he has this problem with always locking the door behind him when he comes back inside. And no matter how many times they get on to him about locking me outside, he always forgets and locks me outside. So what happens today? Well, today is Saturday, so that means there's a football game, and he decided to go to the football game. Yes, he locked us out. You know, typically it wouldn't be a problem. We've had lawn people coming to spray for bugs and stuff like that. Typically we leave the gate open all the time because we know that they're going to be by. Is the gate unlocked? No. It's not. It's actually padlocked. I call him and I'm angry. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna get creative about this. I'm about 5'3". Our fence is 6 feet tall. The gate is raised off the ground, probably 6 inches maybe. So it's like 6.5 feet, you know, but I'm afraid of heights. So I start taking patio furniture that we have, and I decide to stack it in front of the gate so I can climb better. And then I take an ottoman, like a footstool, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put the footstool on the other side of the fence that I can raise the distance so I don't hurt myself. I drop the footstool on the other side of the gate, and guess what? It bounces away. Just bounces away. Can't use it. I'm just like, okay, whatever, you know, of course that would happen. So I climb what I can. And the thing about our privacy fence, it's not the type of privacy fence where the boards are flush with one another. The boards alternate, so there are some gaps between them. But of course, the gaps between are just a little too tight to like fit your foot in. I climb on this footstool, and I'm trying to get a foothold on the gate. By the way, our fence is kind of old, so there's like boards and posts kind of popping out, like the nails are popping out. And so I'm afraid that this thing's gonna fall apart, but I'm climbing it. Get to the top, I'm straddling it, you know. Kind of twisted my ankle, but it's okay. It's just kind of popping when I walk, so it's nothing serious. It's just popping. But yeah, I finally got down on the other side, kind of stumbled a little bit, got my footstool, and thank God we have the type of front door that doesn't use like a traditional key to unlock it. It's a number punch code. So, because I didn't have anything else on me. Here I am. Guys, think about this stuff. Don't lock people out all the time. Like, why do I have to ask you to remember? But yeah, so I just had to tell you. Now I'm sitting here sweating, and honestly, I was a little tipsy. We got some brunch earlier, and I had a mimosa, and something about champagne, it just always leaves me with like the worst headache. So I've been battling this headache all afternoon. But yeah, but now I need a shower from that. But I just wanted to share. Hey guys, I'm back, and in case you're wondering, I have not had my shower yet because mom life. But as promised, today's video is about my fall book haul. Fall 2020, I'm kind of combining it with winter as well, just because the books that I bought are going to take me through the rest of the year. I don't want to purchase anything. Now, I haven't discussed this in much depth on my channel yet, but I am a minimalist. And when I say a minimalist, I don't mean how I dress or how I decorate my house. I mean that I don't really buy into the consumeristic kind of mindset about things. I'm very, very intentional about the things that I spend my money on and the types of items that I let into my house, because anything that you purchase is just going to be something that you have to take care of. They could result in expenses every month. I am someone who really, really values my time and my personal, like my energy. I want to spend my energy and time on doing the things that I want to in life. And that way, I'm very mindful of the things that I put into my life, and I try and curate my home accordingly. With that out of the way, I'll probably do a video about that because it would be interesting to see how minimalism balances with booktubing. I think that'll be a good topic. Keep an eye out for that one. But without further ado, I wanted to jump into the books here. So first and foremost, Wheel of Time 1, The Eye of the World. I have been told by people in my personal life and people online for the last couple of years now that I need to read this series. I've been putting it off and putting it off, and it's not just because I'm being stubborn and trying to just push back and not read something everybody else has read. I know that I am going to love this series so much. I am all about expansive worlds and well-developed characters and really intricate conflicts, and I know I'm going to love this entire series. I have been putting it off because A, I have so much going on in my life, but B, I want to give it the love and attention it deserves. So I think I'm finally at a point in my life where I'm going to be able to do that and dedicate my time and energy into getting lost in this story. I did get all 15 books, so the 14 books plus the prequel. Here's the prequel, right there. New Spring. This is just half of the books. There's so many. And like I said, I already know I'm going to like all of these books, so I have a place on my bookshelf for them. I have one little narrow bookshelf, and that is all I have. And then a couple months ago, I was on YouTube or Reddit, but I saw a comment. Someone was asking if master classes were worth it, and someone had commented, no, if you're a writer, they recommend going to Brandon Sanderson's YouTube channel because he puts all his lectures there. So I was curious, never heard of Brandon Sanderson, wasn't acquainted with his work, went to his channel, started listening to his lectures, and I got so much value out of them. Like, I finished my very first novel manuscript last year. I'm working on heavy revisions. I'm always trying to get more writing tips. I loved his videos so much, and it made me curious about what he's written. So the first Brandon Sanderson series that I actually picked up was Mistborn. And so I have this beautiful white set here because I just like my simple covers. So I got all of the Mistborn Era 1 books. I was not expecting to like this series at all, and I freaking loved it. Everything was so perfect. I really had no complaints about the series, so I loved it so much. This is going to be on my shelf, and I'm always going to refer to it. I did get Elantris just because I like to try and read what people have published chronologically. So like Stephen King, I tried going through Carrie, Salem's Lot, just in order. And then with him, I kind of want to go back to Elantris. So I'm still waiting on Elantris to get here. It's the same kind of white cover, but really excited to jump into that one. And then finally, To Sleep in a Sea of Stars. I got an ARC for it a couple months ago. I finally read it 3 weeks ago. Loved it. Again, was not expecting to like it. I have never read his other stuff, never read Aragon, but I was very pleased with this book. It had everything I want. It had epic battle scenes, really imaginative worlds, a strong female hero, and it had like a dash of romance. Like, I love romance. Like, sex and romance is a part of everyday life, and I can never understand why people are weird about it when they write about it, or just like gloss over it and don't like bring it up at all. Like, it's so weird to me. Like, some adult books don't have any of that kind of stuff in it. It always like bothers me, but loved it. Look at how beautiful this book is. The blue is electric. It pops out at you. You open it up. There's the fractal on it. It's black. It has the blue foil. Like, it's so beautiful. And then when Christoper Paolini said that he was aiming to get the second book in the Fractalverse published in 2021, I was so excited. To have something that soon would be awesome. But yeah, so I was like, okay, I'm a fan. I like it. I did read Aragon. I finished it 3 or 4 days ago. Meh, there was nothing wrong with it. I think the best thing about it was that it was written by someone so young. There was nothing wrong with it. It was just a very vanilla YA or middle grade kind of fantasy novel, and it just wasn't for me. It wasn't my favorite thing. I've read a lot of things since then, and I was trying to picture if maybe 15 years ago, if I would have liked it, maybe I would have. I kind of grew up on darker stuff, grittier stuff. I'm good with dark. But yeah, so love this. I'm definitely going to read more of Paolini's work, and yeah, so that one is for the bookshelf. But anywho, I'll probably do an Aragon review just thinking about it. They'll probably be a good one. Same with to sleep in a sea of stars. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If I crack and get a couple other books, which I probably won't, I'll be sure to share them. But if you like this video, please like and subscribe and stay tuned next week. All right, bye!